Oh God, we got the king of wafflers here now. I really don't think Maresca is an upgrade.
I love this. So I've been listening, just listening, laughing.
Come on, then, John. Go on, I'm finished. I'll let you.
Okay, you're getting one thing you're forgetting is that we're still Chelsea. This is what I like to pen my when I'm frustrated. It's because I'm talking to my fans, my people, But really, when we talk to you guys, let's not forget here. It is Arteta super project. Your last trophy was in 2020. Our last trophy 2022.
Sorry. I forgot. Just by saying we're still Chelsea, we'll now give you Champions League.
No, but this is what you guys need to remember. It's heritage here. At our worst, we went to a cup final and a cup semi-final, just missed top 4, and it's a crisis season for us. Remember who we are. You guys were finishing.
Yeah, but CB, I hear that. But I get it. You are a very, very successful football club. But I don't think under this new regime, you are going to be that club. And I'll say it on camera. I don't think you're going to be that same team for at least a decade. Because this regime is all over the place. Mm-hmm. You're bringing in Maresca, who apparently is a better manager than Pochettino, yet he's only managing the Championship.
He's a better coach than Pochettino. He is.
Based on what? Based on what?
He is a better coach than Poch.
Based on what? He's never managed the Champions League.
Did you not see what? Did you not just listen to what Terry told you? It's only Spurs.
One comment.
They never give you a real reason.
It's only Spurs fans that love to defend this manager, right? Because this
Arsenal fans are coming out saying Poch is better than Maresca.
Came to your club. This manager came to your club and was a nearly man. You know what I'm saying? He was a bottle job. Yeah, that's what he was, right? And you don't wanted him to stay at Chelsea because you knew the progression was going to be so slow. Yeah, so slow to the point where guys had to go hire a coach. Yeah, you've got a coach that you go to every day at your place of work. You're having to hire a separate coach to teach you how to position yourself.
And who's to say that's not bullshit?
How to play better, bro, on the pitch, bro.
Why would he lie, though? Why would he lie?
He didn't say how to play better. This is why. This is just.
It is to play better, though, because Caicedo at the beginning of the season was all over the place. Yeah, and without him, CB, people think Gallagher was our best midfielder, bro. Without Caicedo, we would have lost a lot more games, bro. Yeah, we would have been in tatters without Caicedo. Yeah, and what Poch has done, this is why I hate Poch so much. I didn't think I would hate a manager more than Paul. Yeah, because he's
tell them again, man.
He's warped people's mind into thinking this team is bad. So let me ask you a few questions then, H. Yeah. So you're telling me that in Nkunku, Lavia, Fofana, all these guys fit. Reece Jameson, that is a shit team then, yeah? So it's a bad team.
Well, Lavia we haven't seen because the guy's made of glass. And Nkunku got an
Is Lavia a good player? Yes or no, though?
Yeah, of course he is. But the guy was injured the whole year.
And then before that, he played the most minutes for any under 20 at Southampton, bro. Before
that's what's cooked him.
It's fault though.
I'm saying
it's not because the player's injured. Is it,
bro? But there's no evidence right now from the Prem to say Lavia's injury prone. He had a big injury last year, yes, but he was rushed back by Poch.
Okay, but him having an injury, they told us that Lavia having an injury.
The medical team told Poch Lavia's not ready, and he still decided to bring him on against Palace, bro. I was even at that game.
I just want to throw something in quickly about the Caicedo thing. I feel like Caicedo only got good once Enzo Fernandez was injured.
Facts.
Let's talk about it.
Enzo was injured at the back end of the season, right? And then we started
6 games. Caicedo was balling for about 25 games before.
Caicedo was
25. That is a stretch. Look, he made him leave. Made him leave. Look, Enzo.
Found his feet, he was silently balling week in, week out.
Enzo and Caicedo.
When Enzo became injured, when Enzo was injured for like 6-7 games, it's nonsense.
Enzo and Caicedo do not work together. It's very much like when England were trying to shoehorn Scholes, Lampard, Gerrard in midfield. It wouldn't work. And this is not me saying that Enzo's a bad player or saying that Caicedo's a bad player. They're both very good, but they don't work together. And I think that's what I don't know. I'm the Poch.
Guys, let me just jump in here. Guys, let me just jump in for a moment, please. Guys,
so why don't they work together?
Guys, let me jump in for a second, please. I think, look, we have done 150 shows on the Terrace talk about why they don't work together. I've got a question that I think is more important. Dewsbury Hall is coming in to play in your first team. I don't think you sign him from the team that Maresca was just at not to play in your first team. So let's say Lavia's fit. Let's say Enzo's fit. Let's say Caicedo is fit. Dewsbury Hall is playing. who is missing out in your midfield? That for me is a more interesting conversation because someone can't, and I'm talking about the main. Dewsbury Hall is one of your starters in midfield, in my humble opinion. Who misses out? Because the only one it seems to it can be is Enzo.
Why is it Enzo that's miss out?
It's a healthy headache to have, and it's hard to say, Terry, right now, because we are yet to see Maresca in pre-season yet. You know what I'm saying? We're yet to see him, but with Enzo Fernandez, he's a very similar profile to what Maresca had with Harry Winks, playing that deep line playmaker. We had Ricardo Pereira inverting and helping him in midfield. So for me, I don't think Enzo is going to play as one of the advanced eights. I think it's going to be the deep line playmaker if he does start playing that role, and then you're going to have Dewsbury Hall in the left half space, and probably maybe Cole Palmer in the right half space. But then what does that mean for Caicedo? You know, is Palmer going to play on the right? But then Maresca likes touchline wingers, you know? So it's interesting, bro. That's what I'm saying. I'm looking forward to preseason to see what happens. But it's not I'm not going to sit here and say Enzo Fernandez needs to start every single game, because you might know I don't think he's world class, right? And for me, if someone's playing better than him, he can hold bench and he can play certain games. It is what it is. I don't know why people think Enzo's, you know, guaranteed to start. For me, the only guaranteed starter is Cole Palmer right now. Everyone else can be dropped, bro. That's how I see it. And Caicedo, I would say, yeah, he's guaranteed to start for me as well.
With that in mind, then how can you believe that Chelsea are even going to do anything next season? If there's only one player out of your starting 11, all this excitement, all this hope or whatever, only one player you could guarantee. Like, I can name 9 at Arsenal. I think even Man United could probably name 5 or 6 that are guaranteed to start next season. Tottenham can name 8 or 9 next season that are guaranteed to start. Chelsea can name 1. That's not a good place to be.
Bro, I can give you the 11 that I'll go with, but what I'm saying is from
but there's only one that you can think of guarantee is starting.
The reason why I'm saying that, bro, is the performances that we've seen in the past year. The only one that I'm looking at really that's undroppable for me is Cole Palmer. Because Reece James, I think it will be good.
That's not a good place to be, bro.
Bro, that's where we are. That's the reality of it. That's where we are.
Exactly that. And that's why they're not going to do anything for the next X amount of years.
We are. And one thing I kept banging on about last season, was the fact that we had a manager that didn't know how to work with the players that we've got. And it's only now that some of these players are saying, yo, this guy was playing ping pong football. I came from Brighton. I was playing tactical football, technical football, and all of these things. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was very clear to see that the club are taking a step in the right direction. Whether guys don't like Maresca or not, Maresca likes possession style football. And that is what our team is being built on. We're being built with a team full of technical players that want to combine together and not play in large amounts of spaces. And like I said, if you watch Leicester last season, they played some good football, bro. Towards the end, yes, they fell off a bit. I've spoken to a few Leicester fans. They said they kept missing a lot of chances. A lot of people, the mentality kind of went because they thought they already got promoted and whatnot. But overall, they were happy with what Maresca came in and did. And don't forget, bro, when Leicester went down, they were shocking because we even beat them that season, bro. Remember we beat them 3-1? And I even went to that game, Leicester away. Leicester was so bad that season. So he came in. Yes, you know, there was a few Premier League players left, but he lost Maddison. You know, he didn't have Fofana and whatnot, you know. So he still had to rebuild and get things ticking again, you know. So for me, I think a lot of people are sleeping on Maresca because they don't really know much about him. But for me, from the research that I've done on him from his time at Leicester, and just from what a lot of players have said about him and whatnot, I think he's going to do well at Chelsea. I'll be very surprised.
I've got a question for you two then.
If he comes in and struggles, bro, I'll be real.
If that's the case, he's this sort of savior for these. He's the really the tactical, the ultimate tactical. The way you guys say in terms of tactics, he sleeps tactics, he breathes tactics. All of this, he's this ultimate tactician. I expect, top four at the very least. Even that, scrap the top 4. We should be challenging for the title until December. We should be in the title race by Christmas time and fall off afterwards.
Oh, for me, my expectations. We spoke the other day on my channel, bro. Yeah. My expectations, I already told you, top 4 minimum and to challenge for all the trophies. And that silly Happy Meal trophy that we're in because of this stupid manager you like to defend. This stupid manager you like to defend. We better win. We better win that silly trophy as well, because we're in it now. You know what I'm saying? But end of the day, if we find ourselves in a situation where we're able to challenge, of course my expectations are going to change, bro. I'm going to want us to go for it. But when I'm hearing people saying Chelsea are going to finish 8th, finish 10th, bro, again. I don't need no validation. I don't need no validation. Yeah, you man can say all of that. These days, I just document it, and I will be back. I will be back, bro.
You see the word that you used, if Fofana, Reece, Nkunku, Lavia, all of that. What if these guys get injured again? Which isn't a shocker. Reece has been injured on the bounce 3 years in a row now. I look at Lavia, fair enough. You said, he's played the most minutes, and then he gets a serious injury. And even the injury he got re-aggravated into another one. This sounds like Pedri to me. So let's say he gets injured again. Nkunku, we signed him fresh of an MCL injury after the World Cup. He's come back. He's got the knee injury, start and stop. He was injured again. Fofana, let's not take the piss here, innit? He's got a broken leg and an ACL on both different legs. And then he's missed the whole season. He ain't touched grass. People are excited about seeing him training pics. Or in the sewers. He spent 70 million on it. So if all those 5 players are not fit, let's be honest, we're fucked.
Bro, I said this earlier. And that's why I'm glad that they've taken another step in changing the medical team, bro. Because that's another thing I kept telling you about. As much as I think Poch was injuring guys with the intense training and that, yeah, and running about the whole 90 minutes, I still think the medical team wasn't good enough. And that's something that today has come out. They've changed it completely. So we have to hope that's better. And I told you about Leicester's injury record last year, CB, yeah. James Justin and Ricardo Pereira didn't miss a single game between them. And these are guys that just came back from big injuries. And the reason why is because of how Maresca likes his team playing, bro. It's not no ping pong football where guys can, maximize injury, Obviously, players can always get injured. Players can always get injured. Yes, no one's saying that they can't. But you want to minimize the chance of getting injured. That's why Arsenal barely had any injuries. Man City barely had any injuries in comparison to us and Man United. Because we was a mess. Man United was ping pong football, and so was Chelsea, bro. And that's why our players kept getting injured. That's a big factor as to why our players got injured. You're not gonna see many injuries, in my opinion.
Guys, I'm just gonna say, let's not bring the most successful club on this panel tonight, last season. Let's not bring us into this conversation. Leave Man United out of it, please. I don't want no. I do hear you. I want to go to somebody's.